sometime in the middle, it's usually a good place to live.
Strike game's already started. First pitch from Tanner Perkins. Strike one to Caleb Sloan, the leadoff hitter for Letcher Central. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2 now on Sloan.
Just two hard fastballs from Perkins here, really forcing the issue, putting a lot of pressure on Sloan at the plate. He's a little behind the fastball.
Here's the 0-2 pitch from Perkins. Misses just outside, ball one. I want to thank you folks for tuning in here on WSGS and the East Kentucky Sports Network. You can also catch us on the Facebook stream, WSGS, and on WSGS YouTube. Big curveball from Perkins, hammered over towards third, picked up by Combs. Long throw, thrown away. So the error will have Caleb Sloan save it first.
Yeah, Tanner Perkins really aggressive out of the gates there. A really quality arm for this Commodore team. Throws a couple good hard fastballs over the plate, but then a nice job from Caleb Sloan, able to, recognize the curveball early in this first at bat of the ball game. Put that on the baseball and make something happen.
Mason Boggs due up next for the Cougars. He's playing shortstop tonight. Caleb Sloan at first will be the pitcher for Letcher Central. On deck, Quentin Williams, the center fielder tonight for Letcher Central.
Should be a good matchup between these two arms. Really quality for both of these teams. Tanner Perkins coming into the game, 7 starts, 9 total appearances, 4-3 record with a 3.5 ERA.
Boggs shows bunt. These all take. Be ball one to Mason Boggs. 1 ball, no strike.
Looks like Letcher County could at least, try to play that mental bunting game. We'll see if they actually put one in play here. But that leadoff hitter, Sloan, shows early in his at-bat as well.
Here's the pitch. Finds the outside corner. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of work had to go in to prepare this field. Probably not what you call ideal conditions, but playable, a little bit soggy in the grass as we saw the ball come up, the water come up from the ball on that grounder by Sloan. Throw over to first, chases Sloan back. He dives in safely.
Yeah, field conditions going to play really an important factor in this game. Just going to put an extra premium on putting the ball in play, especially trying to get it on the ground with it wet like this and kind of soft and soggy like you said. Anything can really happen.
Both teams lost a couple games already this week due to the weather. The weather is absolutely beautiful. As a runner goes, here's a throw down by Maggard. Tag applied, but he's going to be safe. Will give Sloan a stolen base, puts him in scoring position with nobody out here in the top of the first inning.
It looks like maybe the hit and run on there, kind of hard to tell. Kind of a half swing from Boggs. Just honestly really did a nice job of getting in the way of Maggard's vision behind the dish there, and he's still able to make a good quality throw down to second base, just not in time to get Sloan.
Perkins gets the sign from his catcher, Parker Maggard. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Big curveball swung on and strikes Mason Boggs out, swinging for out number 1 here in the top of the first inning.
A really good pitch there from Tanner Perkins from the stretch. Just kind of drops that arm slot, nice curveball. Keeps it over the plate there, good action, right to left as well as top to bottom. And that's been sort of the strikeout pitch for him over his career.
Quentin Williams didn't even see a pitch. He's intentionally walked. And talking to some of the Perry Central assistant coaches, just really bragging on Quentin Williams about his ability to hit the baseball and put it in play. They told me, and I quote, "We cannot get him out. He's just a tough out." And that will bring Dawson Kinser to the plate. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Perkins. This is high out of the zone, and another advantage of maybe walking him is you've got Sloan in front of him. So now, he's not going to steal. He's got to sort of stay put.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of, negates a little bit of his speed because you'd have to put both runners in motion. Also gives you a force-out opportunity and a double play opportunity here.
Evan Gayhart at short, Nolan Wooten at second for the Commodores. Jaden Willis at first. This pitch misses out of the zone. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now to Dawson Kinser.
Second ball there, and probably going to see a really aggressive approach here from Kinser. Kind of an older kid, recognizes that name year over year. Another solid player for Letcher County. Has the opportunity to lay down a bunt here with only 1 out and get 2 runners in scoring position, or just try to hit something hard.
Watches this pitch find the outside corner for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Kinser. Top of the first inning, no score.
Good comeback fastball from Perkins there. Really nice pitch with the 2-0 count. Still aggressive on that outside corner, but locates it well for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Perkins. Fastball hit over towards short. Fielded by Gayhart over to second for 1. On to first. not in time. They got Williams on the force out at second. So now Letcher Central will have runners on the corners, first and third, with 2 outs.
Yeah, good job by both teams really there. Nice delivery from Perkins, fastball in the strike zone, and probably got the play that they really wanted there. I think if the field conditions were a little bit faster today, they'd probably turn that double play. But just so much heat taken off that ground ball before it gets to the shortstop is enough time for Kinser to get there safely at first base.
Andrew Little, the new batter for Letcher Central, 300 hitter on the season. He's the designated hitter tonight. Try to throw over to first to pick off the runner, and it gets away. And the runner at first is going to go to third. So run scores for the Cougars on the miscue.
Yeah, really a costly mistake there. Kind of had this inning a little bit under control at that point, but Perkins is going to try to aggressively try and pick off Kinser as he's kind of walking off, trying to catch him walking off ball to fleet maybe. Just a little bit too quick, probably his best move. A little bit too aggressive, throws it down the right field line, and Letcher County able to get on the board here first at Perry Central.
I didn't see what happened over at first, but Coach Willis has come out and asked home plate Eddie Browning for a ruling. He's conferring with the field umpire Dirk Flincham. Didn't see what happened over there at first, Jarrett, but looks like all is going to be for naught, and the runner is going to score for the Cougars.
The only thing I can think of is maybe some kind of obstructive act, just trying to get in the way of the pickoff move. But I don't, just on the first glance there, I didn't see anything that would warrant any sort of action like that. It's always good to inquire about things like that, though.
So the run scores for the Cougars, and on the error, Kinser goes all the way to third. So Letcher Central, 1 run already across, and a runner on third without a hit. 2 Commodore errors proving costly here in the top of the first inning. 2 out. Andrew Little still at the plate. Here's the pitch from Perkins in the dirt. Ball 1.
Another first pitch ball there, a fastball once again from Perkins, kind of in the theme with these first pitches, and hasn't had a first pitch strike since the first batter of the ball game.
Perkins gets the sign. Here's the pitch. This one finds the strike zone. Even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Much better offering there from Perkins. Just really finishes that fastball well on that outside corner. Does a nice job of keeping it low in the zone. Just catches the corner for strike 1.
Here's the pitch from Perkins. Big curveball fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now to the batter, Andrew Little.
Yeah, good solid curveball there from Perkins. Looked a lot like a fastball until it gets almost to home plate. Then you see that sort of right to left, top to bottom action.
Tough to get ready to play in these kind of games when you have to spend all afternoon working on the field. You're almost easier to go on the road, and on a day like today, this curveball's fouled back towards us. The count remained 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, a lot of times, especially at this level, you got players out there working on the field, and at this age and at this sort of level, I've been there. It's not exactly the most enjoyable way to spend your afternoon, but necessary to get in these games that are so important as tournament play lives.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Andrew Little. Here's the pitch. Curveball hit over towards third, fielded by Combs. A long throw across the diamond in the dirt. Can't be handled. Another Commodore error, and a run scores for the Cougars. 2-0, Letcher Central lead.
Yeah, leading 2-0 with 0 hits, like you mentioned earlier. That's the 3rd error here in the first inning. More errors than outs so far for the Commodores, so something they'll have to clean up. Probably a little bit of that due to the field conditions, but also, just a little bit, not as exact as they would like to be defensively at this point in the game.
They went over to Harlan earlier in the week. Harlan County defeated Perry Central, but made a lot of errors in that game as well. So the miscues continuing here tonight early on for the Commodores as Clay Hall, the new batter, watches ball 1 for the Cougars.
Another first pitch ball, just a fastball elevated well above the zone there. That's something that we talk about around this time of year. You want to be trending well, your defense and offense and everything in between. You want to be trending well, and something we didn't really see last week from Perry Central when we covered their game here. But it's all about how you're trending toward tournament play.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons, these teams want to get this game in today. Like I said, Letcher Central has to get on the road. They're playing on not really ideal field conditions. Perry Central has to work on the field all day. Again, not playing on ideal field positions. As the ball gets by the catcher, thrown down to second, not in time. So another miscue puts another Cougar in scoring position for Letcher Central.
Yeah, that one, a little bit of a wild pitch, but, able to get back here to the backstop. It almost looked like, Perkins and Maggard weren't really on the same page there. Maybe just a wild pitch, but maybe something to keep an eye on as they try to work their way out of the top of this first inning.
2-0 count now on Clay Hall. A little over at second. This one hit over towards third, but foul. 2 balls, 1 strike now on the batter, Clay Hall.
Another good comeback pitch from Perkins there. Something he's done pretty well so far in this game, but really falling behind in a lot of counts and having to battle back with fastballs most of the time.
It's something this Cougar team could really set their sights on. A good hitting team. Hall, a 225 hitter. Andrew Little on second was a 300 hitter. So a lot of guys putting up big numbers for the Cougars this year. Here's the pitch from Perkins. Low and away, ball 3.
Yeah, really a good opportunity for Hall at the plate here. If you kind of take an aggressive swing and one here with 2 outs, but, just got to make sure that it's a pitch that he likes. And I'm sure he'll get a fastball in the zone here. Heard
Coach McCauley tell him if he likes it, take it for a ride. Fastball misses outside, ball 4. So another base runner aboard for the Cougars. Runners at first and second. They're already at 2-0 here in the top of the first.
Yeah, Letcher County doing just a really good job early in this game of staying within themselves and just trying to manufacture runs a little bit the old-fashioned way. 0 hits, but they're doing a nice job of something we noted before the game or even at the start of the game here. Just keeping the ball in play. Not hitting weak fly balls for easy outs. Putting pressure on the defense to make plays, getting guys on the base pass, and making things happen.
Making things happen. Making Perry Central so far make a few miscues. 3 errors and a wild pitch already here in the top of the first inning. His first pitch is the new batter. Dylan Eldridge misses outside for ball 1.
That one, a first pitch curveball from Perkins. Good solid movement on it. Just not really where you want to locate a first pitch curveball. That one starting outside and then moving off the plate.
Brings the fastball back inside. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice pitch there from Perkins.
Yeah, better pitch from Perkins there. Kind of a fastball with that 2-seam sort of arm side movement. Getting back to the inside corner, so doing a nice job of working fastballs hard inside and then, throwing the off-speed stuff away.
Here's the pitch, trying to get the bunt down. Does get it down, hit him in the box. So the bunt attempt by Eldridge is ruled foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the batter.
Yeah, didn't really execute that bunt to the best possible opportunity there, but almost hits him as he's outside the box there. Kind of a dangerous play for Letcher County. Get away with one and have another chance here at the top of the first.
That's a good strategy with this wet field because that ball's not going to roll as well as it would on a dry field. So Eldridge moving down the line probably would have been safe.
It's going to be wet when you pick it up, too.
Here's the pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eldridge swings and misses for strike 3 and out number 3. And the Letcher Central Cougars put up 2 runs on 0 hits. 4 Commodore errors, and the Cougars leave 2 on base, and they lead 2-0 as we move to the bottom of the first inning right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Okay, Rewards Bot. How much should people earn with free Casasa Cash checking?
5% APY on balances as high as $25,000.
Every month you qualify? That's so high.
5% APY. 5% APY.
Rewards Bot has gone rogue. Free checking, cash rewards. Ask for Casasa Cash. It's our superpower.
Learn more about Casasa, People's Bank and Trust Company in Hazard.
APY equals annual percentage yield. Qualifications, rules, limitations apply. Rates and rewards vary by account balance and qualification status. Contact institution for details. Member FDIC.
Recovery and Beyond is open in Pico, and we're also excited to be open in our Hindman location. We're located at Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky on the Hindman Bypass. We treat men and women suffering from substance use. We also assist pregnant mothers with a goal of having healthy babies, providing mat treatment, transportation, emergency food boxes, clothing, and other personal items. In addition to parenting classes, substance use counseling, living skills, peer support, case management services, and much more.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and complete pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Perry and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
This is the East Kentucky Sports Network on WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field here at Perry County Central High School. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier bringing you a big 14-3 matchup between the visiting Cougars of Letcher County Central and the Perry Central Commodores. Letcher Central strikes first in the top of the first, putting up 2 runs, and the Commodores coming to the plate to try to draw things even.
Yeah, great start from the Cougars, just doing a nice job. 0 hits there at the top of the first, but, able to stay within their self, put balls in play, get base runners in motion, make things happen, and, able to come away with 2 runs just from the pressure they were able to apply. Now going to have an opportunity to really start this game out nicely against this Commodore offense that can be lethal at times. As we've noted, Caleb Sloan, the leadoff hitter for Letcher, actually going to take the mound here as well. Only 3 starts on the season, all 3 appearances coming by way of a start. He's got a 2-0 record and a really impressive 1.08 ERA. So, not a guy that's pitched a whole lot for Letcher County this season, but when he has, it's worked out well for the Cougars.
Sloan will face Devin Gayhart, Ethan Fields, and Tanner Perkins due up for the Commodores here in the bottom of the first inning. Sloan with a pitch. Gayhart watches it drop in there for strike 1.
It looked like probably a fastball there just over the inside part of the plate. Good, nice, well-located pitch from Sloan.
Here's the pitch, strike 2 to Gayhart. Gayhart not taking that bat off his shoulder yet. Watches the first 2 across the plate for strikes.
Just trying to work the count a little. Looks like Sloan, not necessarily great velocity with the fastball, but going to keep it around the zone.
0-2 pitch from Gayhart fouled away. The count will remain the same.
Looks like another fastball there, probably just a little bit underneath the zone, but credit to Gayhart doing a nice job of battling up and not letting anything close to the strike zone by.
You got to be a different hitter, different mindset with an 0-2 count. Gayhart's played enough baseball to do just that. Here's the pitch, curveball, going to miss high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not a bad curveball from Sloan there. You can see that kind of movement, that kind of trend and spin on the ball. Just leaves that one high. Just going to take him a minute probably here to settle in.
Here's the pitch, hit high in the air. Looks like it's going to stay in the infield. Third baseman comes on, calls for it, and makes the catch for out number 1, Jaden Wright, playing third tonight for the Cougars.
Good pitch from Sloan and a really nice play from Wright there that, probably going to go a little bit understated in this game, but that's a tough play to make. You can probably hear the wind just a little bit coming through from our microphones here. Really windy day, and, that ball naturally anyway is always going to trend back toward the pitcher's mound, back toward the fence instead of out of play there. So, got to be aware of that, and he did a nice job making a good play.
Ethan Fields at the plate now for the Commodores. Swings and misses at the fastball from Sloan. 0 balls, 1 strike.
Sloan continuing to just work early with that fastball. Good solid one there. And draws a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Here's the pitch from Sloan. Big curveball drops in there, strike 2. Pretty pitch.
Yeah, got ahead with that nice first pitch fastball, able to go to the curve there. And, that's probably more what I would expect to have seen from him in this game. And capitalizes on a good solid curveball.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Fields. Takes for ball 1. Thought about it, left it alone.
Yeah, it's a good 0-2 pitch and a good approach from Fields there. Being aggressive, thinking about it like you said, but then ultimately leaving it. Nice job by Sloan, been able to get to 0-2 counts in both at bats so far and really go anywhere he wants.
Pitch comes across the inside part of the plate, just misses. Runs the count even, 2-2 now to Fields.
Couple pretty good pitches from Sloan, just trying to stretch the zone a little bit. Fields doing a nice job laying off, and now he's able to even that count back up and, probably pick back up the advantage.
Pitch is going to hit him right between the shoulder blades. So Ethan Fields, a hard-earned trip to first for the seniors. He's hit by the pitch, but at first nonetheless.
Yeah, kind of a shocking pitch there from Sloan. The fastball, the previous pitch, well inside the zone, but that one, coming out of nowhere. But credit to Fields, does a nice job, going to wear it. But an older player, like you said, knows just turn his back to that and take it right in the numbers.
Deal with it in the morning.
Absolutely.
I'm sure he'll feel it. Now Tanner Perkins comes to the plate batting in the 3-hole tonight for the Commodores, the big senior hitter, definitely with home run power. 4 home runs on the year with a runner at first. 1 out. Cougars on top 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Sloan gives Fields a look over at first. Here's the pitch. Foul back by Perkins off the backstop. Strike 1.
Perkins taking a big cut at that one, and credit to him. Sloan let the fastball over the middle of the plate there. Probably just, slides a little bit underneath that one and fouls it straight back into the screen. It's, like you said, a hitter with a whole lot of power with those 4 home runs, but also hit .453 and leading the Commodores in batting average for the season. Probably not going to see another fastball here.
The 0-1 pitch, runner goes, hit hard up the middle, fielded, steps on second by the shortstop, over to first, who in the Commodore threat here in the bottom of the first inning. Nice play out at shortstop by Mason Boggs. Fielded the hard ground ball, stepped on second, over to first for the inning-ending double play. We've played 1. The Letcher Central Cougars on top 2-0 as we move to the top of the second right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health plays a huge role in overall well-being. When you feel mentally well, you're more able to enjoy life and the people in it. Feel better about yourself, keeping up with fulfilling relationships, and manage stress. Schedule an appointment today with the mental health professionals at Little Flower Clinic. Brandy Carmichael and Janie Thompson both are board certified and have numerous years of experience in their field. You are worthy of happiness and peace of mind. Make the call today, 606-487-9505.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, well, no doubt about it. Owning a motorcycle makes you look cool, but insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Please call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service Company offers a wide range of products including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts and structure, drain pipe, underground miner camp lights. They even have muck and Matterhorn boots and a wide selection of knee pads. Mine Service, locally owned on Highway 15 just south of Hazard, also with a branch on Business 23 in Wise, Virginia. Celebrating over 100 years in the mining industry. Mine Service Company.
East Kentucky's first FM, WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field here at Perry County Central High School. Letcher Central in town to take on the Commodores. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier bringing you all the action so far. It's been all Letcher Central.
Yeah, they've done a nice job just staying within their self-manufacturing runs. Perry Central might have had something cooking last half inning, but just a little bit unfortunate. They hit a hard ground ball up the middle on it when a hit and run on.
Jaden Wright will lead things off for the Cougars here in the top of the second inning. Here's the curveball from Perkins, misses low, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Perkins started off with a good hard fastball for strike 1, led the count 0-1, and able to go to that curveball. A lot of movement on that one, but bounces in the dirt.
This pitch misses outside, 2-1 now to Wright.
Kind of flying open with that left shoulder again, leaving the fastball well outside the zone.
2-1 pitch. Fastball down the middle. Popped up. It's going to stay on the infield. Nolan Wooten over to catch the pop-up for out number 1 here in the top of the second inning.
Much better executed pitch from Perkins there. Just able to work that fastball with arm side movement back to the inside corner of the plate and able to get it back to Eldridge's, Wright's, in on his hands there, and he just pops that one weakly to second base for an important first out of the inning.
Next up for the Cougars will be the right fielder, number 30, Kanan Harrell, batting in the number 9 spot. So Letcher Central already flipping this thing over after that big first inning. Strike 1 to Harrell. 2 first pitch strikes this inning for Perkins, or the opposite of the first inning.
Exactly where I was going there.
Swing and a miss by Harrell. 0-2 is the count.
Just look how much more confident Perkins is out there on the mound when he's ahead in the count. Just kind of bouncing around out there. It's really exciting to see.
You definitely, being a pitcher, as you well know, as I do not well know, it's a pressure-packed position. When you get behind in those counts, you put yourself in a little more pressure situations as that fastball finds the outside corner for strike number 3, second out of the inning.
Yeah, really good fastball there. Just kind of a testament to being ahead in the count there. Able to work yourself way ahead. A lot of times, when you get an 0-2, 1-2 count, a lot of hitters turn into guess hitters, and that's kind of the last thing you want to do at the plate. Able to catch him off guard with a fastball there and strike him out looking.
Leadoff hitter for the Cougars, back to the plate. Caleb Sloan swings and misses at strike 1. Here's the second pitch from Perkins. Going to miss outside. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball just low and outside there, but it looks like they kind of elected to pitch Sloan a little bit backwards. Started with the fastball in his first at bat, now came back for the first pitch curve in this at bat.
Pitch is a little high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, just missing a little bit above the zone there, but that's a really good one to see that sort of arm side movement on Perkins' fastball.
It drops in there that time, almost the same location, just a little lower. Now 2-2 count. Sloan watches strike 2 cross the plate. Here's the pitch. It's going to be ball 3. Full count. Now for Caleb Sloan.
Just a little bit outside there. You could tell that the Commodores really wanted that to be strike 3, but just misses a little bit outside. Going to have to come back with an important 3-2 offering.
Yeah, got him swinging. Ball gets away from Maggard. Has to throw it down to first to retire Sloan via the strikeout. That's Perkins' 4th strikeout of the game. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Letcher Central still on top 2-0. We'll be back after this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Dig into Fazoli's Italian classics and find your new favorite. Our baked ziti, baked spaghetti, and loaded fettuccine Alfredo are prepared with fresh, high-quality ingredients and all your favorite sauces and toppings, cooked to bubbly perfection. These Italian classics are loaded with flavor and handcrafted to order just for you. And you can't forget about our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks. Find your new favorite with our Italian classics and break breadsticks with us only at Fazoli's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, $9 only. Tax not included. Fazoli's in local or federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's all about you this week at Kimber Furniture and Hazard. It's our Customer Appreciation Week at Kimber's. Watch our Facebook page for daily live giveaways chosen from our customers over the past year. In store, Kimber's has huge markdowns store-wide, or take up to 36 months to pay interest-free. It's our way of saying thank you for supporting us for over 60 years. Hurry, these offers end this Saturday at Kimber's in Hazard, where we know furniture.
This is WSGS in Hazard, Kentucky.
Welcome back, folks. The bottom of the second inning here at Commodore Field on the campus of Perry County Central High School. I'm Jeff Campbell, along with Jarrett Napier. And Letcher Central, Jarrett put up 2. The Commodores looked sloppy in the first inning. Come back that inning and looked a little more on par for what we've seen lately out of the Commodores.
Yeah, tight and on defense there, and Perkins just kind of leading the way with really good location, good job mixing his pitches. And we were talking off the air, Jeff, you made a good point about he's really been able to do it with the strikeout and kind of take some of that pressure off his defense behind him.
Yeah, the first inning, the Commodores with 4 errors. The Cougars were able to score those 2 runs on no hit. Commodores due up for them here in the bottom of the second. It will be Dylan Elkins, Connor Combs, and Nolan Wooten. Elkins, a designated hitter tonight. 372 hitter on the season. Looking to get something started. Here's the first pitch from Sloan. This is outside, ball 1.
Just a fastball once again there from Sloan. Kind of how he started this game off. Going to leave with that fastball every at bat. Just leaves it outside for ball 1.
Big swing and a miss by Elkins. Runs the count even, 1-1.
select the fastball again from Sloan, but Elkin's just out in front of that one. You know, probably just a timing issue. Looked like a good cut at it, just well out in front.
Your pitch fouled off by Elkins for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Elkins. One thing I think Sloan's doing really well is he's moving it around the zone, inside, outside, up and down, changing that eye level. And Commodore's yet to get a hit.
Yeah, outside miss with the first pitch, comes back with a fastball inside, and then a couple fastballs outside.
Big curveball hammered out towards center field by Elkins. Quentin Williams tracks it down, makes the easy catch for out number 1.
Yeah, fly ball from Perry Central there, and you know, just a product of a really nice curveball from Sloan. You know, kind of able to lean on that pitch as he was ahead in the count, and does so. And Quentin Williams able to do a good job to get over there in the gap and make the play on that ball. As you can kind of see the water kind of, you know, coming up with his feet as he's, you know, making the trek over there.
You know, Jarrett, you and I both play a lot of golf, and you've got, you know, the waterproof golf shoes. I don't know if they make waterproof baseball cleats, but those outfielders are going to need it this afternoon, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Tough on these outfielders.
Connor Combs down to the plate for Perry Central. Watches the first pitch, miss low and away, ball 1.
Definitely a hitter in this Commodore lineup that you do not want to get behind.
Combs hammers this one high and deep to center field. Williams going back. He's on his horse, not going to get it. Just hops off the fence. Combs makes a big turn at second. Here comes a throw from Williams, not in time. A 1-out double for Connor Combs, getting something started for the Commodores here in the bottom of the second.
Something we've seen repeatedly from Combs this season and really throughout his career. You know, Sloan gets behind him 1-0 with the first pitch miss there, comes back with a fastball over the heart of the plate, and Connor Combs really makes him pay for it. Burns, a hard player to burn out there in center field, and Quentin Williams, and able to steal a 2-bagger here and put the Commodores in great shape to scratch across their first run of the ball game.
I thought that pitch may have been a little high, but Combs just tattooed it over the head of Williams. One hopped the wall, or hit the wall, I guess. Nolan Wooten to the plate now for Perry Central, the second baseman tonight. There was 1 out in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch, fouled away by Wooten, strike 1.
Back to that trend of first pitch strikes has flown there, 4 out of 6 for the ball game. Probably see him come back with another fastball here, but it will be interesting to see how he throws out of the stretch and with a runner in scoring position.
Combs at second. Trying to get a lead, checking the position of the shortstop. The batter calls time, and it is granted. So Wooten steps out. Sloan steps off the mound. We'll do it all again.
A little cat and mouse here. I don't think anything doing, you know, as far as motion goes from Combs out there at second base, but Sloan taking his time coming into the set position.
Strike 2 to Wooten. Fastball catches the outside corner. He's behind 0-2.
Yeah, probably, you know, one that Wooten would like to have back. You know, the 0-1 fastball, that one well located on the outside corner, you know, kind of close to being a ball there, but lets that one go and now maybe become a guess hitter, but going to have to deal with the chance of a fastball or a curveball here.
Yeah, big curveball gets in the dirt. Nice stop by the Letcher Central catcher. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kids are doing a nice job, especially with these, you know, different conditions in the brick dust behind home plate. They're able to judge that one nicely, get his body in front of it, keep it in front. Keep Combs out there at second base.
1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2. Now it's 2-2.
Couple good leaves back to back there from Wooten, and you know, able to draw the count back even and probably get the advantage back in his favor. Doesn't have to do anything crazy here to try to split this run.
Defense for the Cougars been exceptional thus far. As a pickoff move to second as Combs dives back safely. Trying to help drive some of that water out there.
Yeah, he'll wear it.
Not ideal on those white uniforms with the red pinstripes, but laundry's got to be done.
Part of the game.
This one hit hard by Wooten over to third. Can't be handled by the third baseman. Long throw over to first to retire Wooten. The ball was so sharply hit that Combs couldn't advance to third. Nice play by the third baseman for Letcher Central, Jaden Wright.
Bit unfortunate for Wooten there. Really identifies the fastball early, gets out in front of it, hits a shot down there to the hot corner. But credit to Jaden Wright, able to stay in front of that one, even though he's not able to come up with the grab initially. keep his composure, knows, able to understand that he has a lot of time to get that over to first base just based on how hard it was hit. Makes a good throw and keeps Combs at second base.
New hitter for the Commodores, Jaden Willis. First baseman tonight watches the first pitch across the plate for strike one.
Just another fastball from Sloan there on the outside part of the plate. As we move to this Commodore lineup, and probably as you turn it over and hitters start to get a second chance at Sloan, I think you'll see a lot more Commodore's first pitch swinging.
Willis fouled that one off. He's way behind in the count now, 0-2.
How many times have we said that tonight? Sloan's doing a great job of staying ahead of hitters, staying around the zone, all afternoon so far. Another one of those situations where he can go anywhere he wants, and you always have that chance at the plate of becoming a guest hitter in an 0-2 count.
Yeah, Willis got to be a defensive hitter here for sure. 0-2 count, runner on second. Here's the pickoff move to Combs. Over a second, gets back safely. Trying to keep him a little closer to second. If Willis can get a hit some from the outfield, Combs will be moving on contact and will more than likely have a chance to score.
Yeah, I don't necessarily understand the pick to second there. I guess you want to keep him close and, maybe try to have a chance at the plate, if he tries to score from second on a single. But with these conditions, probably not going to have that chance as the ball's going to move slowly along the ground.
Pitch misses low and in for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jaden Willis. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Big curveball. Gets him looking. Pretty pitch from Sloan. Strikes out Willis to end the Commodore threat. Commodores score no runs, get 1 hit, leave 1 on base. We play 2 complete. Letcher Central on top 2-0. Back after this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Appalachian Wireless, where your connections matter the most, and they make staying connected very simple. At this very moment, you can get up to $550 off select devices on new or renewed line. Then simply choose the Appalachian Unlimited or Mix and Match plan, and you're good to go. This offer good in-store only. Terms and conditions may apply. And by the way, 10% off all accessories. So pay a visit to your favorite Appalachian Wireless location today, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
If your sink won't drain just like it should, who you gonna call? If your toilet's clogged and it don't smell good, who can you call? Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
What should a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hyden.
This is the East Kentucky Sports Network on WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Perry Central High School here at Commodore Field. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier moving to the third inning. Jarrett in top of the lineup, back up for the Cougars, and Mason Box, Quentin Williams, and Dawson Kinser.
They've been able to take advantage of that hot top of the first inning. Doing a nice job on defense and able to save the aggressor so far in this game.
First pitch, ball 1 to Box. He struck out in the first inning. Here's the pitch. This is low and inside, ball 2.
Perkins really struggled in that first inning, mostly due to getting behind hitters. Did a not much better job in the second inning, ahead in all 3 counts of that inning. Falling behind here early again.
Fastball finds strike zone for strike 1. 2-1 now. Big swing and a miss by Bob, leaving the count 2-2.
Perkins really working quickly, sort of, playing toward that mentality of trying to make these Cougars hit it.
Hits sharply over to third. Combs fields it, throws over to first to Willis to retire Boggs for out number 1 here in the third inning.
Yeah, really solid play there. Good pitching from Perkins, like you said, working quickly and really challenging these Cougar hitters with the fastball. Does it there once again. Good solid hit ball down to third base, but a nice job by Connor Combs to get in front of that one. Takes his time, delivers a good throw over to first base.
Quentin Williams due up next for the Cougars. He was intentionally walked in the first, but we'll get a chance to see him hit right here. Hits from the left side, a lot of speed, great hitter for the Cougars.
Yeah, does a really nice job. Just a recognizable name in this region year over year.
Big curveball from Perkins, finds the outside corner, strike one to Williams.
Really good backdoor curveball there, catches the outside corner. Quentin Williams coming in with 2 home runs and a .467 batting average. Definitely a quality hitter.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Hammers this one over towards first. It's going to die in that grass. Willis fields it. Levy to beat it out anyway. That wet grass just slowed that ball down, and slow roller over to first puts Williams aboard with 1 out here in the top of the third.
Yeah, Williams, as we mentioned, just incredible speed, and you can see that on display on that play, but just even more detrimental to the Commodores' efforts there is just these field conditions, just a little bit slower, not necessarily bad, definitely playable, but just a little bit slower and unable to get the out.
Dawson Kinser up next, getting to the fielder's choice, scored a run in the first inning. Gets this one over towards the third base dugout, foul. Williams is going to be moving. I don't know if it's a hit and run or a straight steal, but I'm sure Quentin Williams has got the green light anytime he wants it.
Yeah, just going to pick out a pitch here. I don't think that Williams is necessarily a guy that has to even pick out a curveball. Can take off whenever he wants. Might even have the green light as we speak. Yeah.
0-1 is the count to Kinser. Here's the pitch from Perkins. Big curveball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Williams staying put over at first.
Good curveball there. Looks like McCauley, the coach for Letcher Central, going to call out a sign there. Nothing may be on here.
Williams, this one hit high and deep to center field. Derek Fields comes over and makes the catch. Quentin Williams almost all the way to second base, has to retreat, but does so safely back to first for 2 outs. Now here in the top of the third inning with Andrew Little 2 up.
Yeah, nice play there. A little bit, probably the hit and run there. Not sure if it was or not, but 1-1 swing into the pitch, probably a little bit out of the zone. Is Kinser there and puts the ball in the air, so kind of kills the hit and run, forcing Williams to go back to first, and a really important out off a nice pitch from Tanner Perkins.
Andrew Little to the plate now, reeks on an error in the first, watches first pitch drop in there for a strike. Strike 1 to Little.
Perkins just picks up a little confidence from that important out. With Williams in motion, able to keep him over at first base and out of scoring position, delivers a good hard fastball over the outside corner for strike 1.
The pitch swung on and missed by Little. Got him chasing on that one. 0-2 now to Little.
Yeah, Perkins really enjoying that, really getting into his rhythm here, working extremely quickly.
A good spot to send Williams here. Big curveball hit right back at the pitcher. Perkins fields it, tosses it over to first for out number 3. So other than the Quentin Williams hit, nothing doing in the top of the third for the Cougars. We'll move to the bottom of the third after we take this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Okay, Reward Spot. How much should people earn with free Casasa Cash checking?
5% APY on balances as high as $25,000.
Every month you qualify? That's so high.
5% APY. 5% APY.
Reward Spot has gone rogue. Free checking, cash rewards. Ask for Casasa Cash. It's our superpower.
Learn more about Casasa, People's Bank and Trust Company in Hazard.
APY equals annual percentage yield. Qualifications, rules, limitations apply. Rates and rewards vary by account balance and qualification status. Contact institution for details. Member FDIC.
Recovery and Beyond is open in Vico, and we're also excited to be open in our Hindman location. We're located at Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky on the Hindman Bypass. We treat men and women suffering from substance use. We also assist pregnant mothers with a goal of having healthy babies, providing mat treatment, transportation, emergency food boxes, clothing, and other personal items. In addition to parenting classes, substance use counseling, living skills, peer support, case management services, and much more.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and complete pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Prairie and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
This is the East Kentucky Sports Network on WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Perry County Central High School here at Commodore Field on an absolutely beautiful evening for baseball. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier bringing you this one between the visiting Cougars of Letcher Central and the Commodores of Perry Central. Letcher Central still on top 2-0, but Commodores due up here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Commodores with a chance to strike back here. They'll have 8-9-1 hitting. A chance to turn it over to the top of the lineup with some runners on base, maybe some runners in scoring position, and sort of cut into this lead or try to make a run of their own. They've done a nice job since that top of the first inning of regathering themselves. Perkins has really found his composure on the mound, working quickly, throwing a lot of strikes.
Due up first, Parker Maggard watches the first pitch fastball find the strike zone for Caleb Sloan. No balls, 1 strike to Maggard.
Now the first pitch fastball in that outside corner from Sloan. Been able to use that all afternoon to this point, locate it well and get ahead of these Commodore hitters.
Parker Maggard, the young talented 8th grader, catching tonight for the Commodores. Swings and misses at the big curveball. He's behind 0-2.
Once again, a really nice job of getting ahead and staying ahead from Sloan. Losing count of how many 0-2 counts he's had out there on the mound, remaining mostly stress-free.
He's done a very good job, and I'm really impressed with the location, inside, outside. He's just making these Commodore batters, like you said, Jared, be a guess hitter, and that's what he's doing right here. Big curveball hits in front of the plate. It's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Parker Maggard.
Kind of a noticeable pause there from Sloan as he gets to the top of his windup there. And, I think that's a really a big tell for the curveball there. Something maybe a note for the Commodores to pick up and be able to recognize that pitch early.
Fastball hit right back up the middle. Sloan had to get out of the way. It's going to be a leadoff single from Maggard to get things started here in the bottom of the third.
Excellent 2-strike approach there from Parker Maggard. Does a great job just getting the barrel to the baseball and not trying to do too much. Sees his pitch over the middle of the plate, sends a shot back out there to the mound. And really important that Sloan was able to get out of the way of that one as it was carrying some speed behind it.
Derek Fields to the plate now for the Commodores. He's hit a lot of this season in the 2 spot, now in the 9, still hitting a great average of .333. So I think Coach Willis moving him down there to be like an extra leadoff hitter there.
Absolutely. Kind of an old cliche, but there's a reason that old cliches are old cliches. Whenever you can put a .333 hitter, like you said, in that 9 slot, it's just a great opportunity for your offense to be super aggressive. And as Maggard's able to pick up a leadoff single here, you could have a big inning in store for the Commodores.
Dylan Howard on the courtesy run. Fields lays down a beautiful bunt, bunts it back to the pitcher. Sloan, no choice but to go over to first. Does so, throws out Fields, but the sack bunt puts a runner in scoring position for the Commodores with 1 out.
Yeah, early in the game, not surprised by the sack bunt there, but a good experienced player, like you said, Jeff, able to put down the bunt on the first try, not make anything complicated about it. Do a good job and get a runner in scoring position. So important for the Commodores now at the top of the order coming to the plate.
Devin Gayhart, leadoff hitter, grounded out to the third baseman in his first at bat. Flew out to the third baseman, in his first at bat. Dylan Howard out at second. Pickoff move. He's back safely. Howard on to be the courtesy runner for Parker Maggard, who led this inning off with a leadoff single. Letcher Central on top 2-0, 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Commodores threatening a runner at second. Leadoff batter Devin Gayhart at the plate. Fouls this one away. He's behind quickly 0-2.
Good hard fastball over the middle of the plate there. Just swings a little bit underneath it, fouls it straight back, but a good aggressive approach. Nearly sent that one back up the middle for an RBI single, but going to have to get back in the box and regather himself.
Time. Pitch is thrown anyway, but time was granted. Little cat and mouse game between the pitcher Caleb Sloan and the batter Devin Gayhart.
Yeah, I've heard people say to never throw that pitch when time's called, and I've heard people say always throw it. So it's kind of an interesting decision. I kind of lingered on the side of never throwing that pitch. You never wanted to see what you kind of had in store.
Here's the pitch to Gayhart. Hammers this one out to left field, but right at the left fielder. Letcher Central had Gayhart played perfectly, as Dylan Eldridge didn't even have to move to catch that one.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate for the Commodores as that one was pieced up by Gayhart. Puts a nice swing on it. Just a little bit too much air under that one probably, but like you said, just right at the left fielder for the Cougars, Dylan Eldridge, who makes a nice play for the second out of the inning.
2 outs now for the Commodores. Ethan Fields at the plate. He was hit by the pitch in the first inning. 2 outs. Commodores trail the Cougars 2-0. Here's the pitch to Fields inside for ball 1. Ball squirts away from the catcher. Howard not able to advance.
Something really interesting here. You know, we kind of noted how kind of intriguing these pickoff moves are to second base here, and the shortstop at the time of that pitch, you know, maybe not on the same page as Sloan on the mound there, but he's standing directly behind second base. You know, maybe that's sort of the scouting report on Fields at the plate that he may be more likely to pull a fastball from Sloan, but also leaves a gaping hole of an opportunity for Fields to not even have to work that hard to take a ball the other way. And Coach Haynes going to talk to him from first base. You know, maybe that's, you know, one of the topics they'll discuss here.
Outside, just throw your hands at it and see what happens.
Absolutely.
1 ball, no strike to Fields. Here's the pick move back to second. Howard dives back safely. We've seen Letcher Central do that several times, Jarrett, with 2 outs, really trying to keep that runner closer to second base.
Yeah, and I don't really understand that move, but then again, I'm not a coach. But, you know, you never really want to make the first or last out at third base, so it's unlikely that there'd be a steal on here.
Fields hits this one over to second. Fielded cleanly, thrown over to first. Ball was bobbled, picked up to retire Fields for out number 3 here in the third inning. So Maggard leads things off with a single. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. The Commodores leave another man stranded. We'll move to the 4th inning. You're listening to high school baseball right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Little Flower Clinic would like to congratulate our case management team members, Tanner Collins, Susie Steele, and Kendra Cole, for completing the UK Center of Excellence in Rural Health Community Health Worker Training and the Kentucky Department of Public Health Community Health Worker Certification Program. Community health workers promote wellness by helping people adopt healthy behaviors. They implement programs and advocate for people who may have limited access to resources and social services. Little Flower Clinic, we're your medical home in the mountains.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, well, you know, no doubt about it. Owning a motorcycle makes you look cool, but insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Visit or call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service Company offers a wide range of products including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts and structure, drain pipe, underground miner camp lights. They even have muck and Matterhorn boots and a wide selection of knee pads. Mine Service, locally owned on Highway 15 just south of Hazard, also with a branch on Business 23 in Wise, Virginia. Celebrating over 100 years in the mining industry. Mine Service Company.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks. Top of the 4th inning here at Commodore Field. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier. Score remains 2-0, Jarrett. Commodores get a couple runners over to second base in the last 2 innings, just can't get them home.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate, you know, a little bit of due to putting the ball in the air. But, you know, nice job from Sloan, able to work his way out of that inning. And, you know, Letcher Central, another opportunity to stay aggressive here.
Clay Hall, Dylan Eldridge, Jaden Wright do up for the Cougars. Clay Hall walked his first at bat once his first pitch crossed the strike zone for strike 1.
Good first pitch fastball for a strike from Perkins.
Big curveball way out in front of that one was Hall. 0-2 now the count.
Really good quality curveball there. Looks like a fastball for so long and then just sort of falls off. Not a ton of movement to it, but really sharp break.
Got him again on the curveball. 3 pitches to Clay Hall. He goes down on strikes. 4 out number 1 here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, 3 pitches there. 5th strikeout of the game for Perkins, and only 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. So, you know, he's been able to throw the put away pitch when needed. Still going to carry more confidence.
Yeah, and especially with this lower half of the Cougar lineup. I mean, Eldridge struck out his first at bat. He's due up now. So if you're Perkins, you struck the guy out the first time you see him, your confidence has to go up a little bit right here. Tries to bunt, gets it down, it just dies right in front of Perkins. He picks it up, tosses it over to Willis for Out number 2, nice job fielding his position by Tanner Perkins.
Yeah, good job getting off the mound, coming off his glove side there, making a nice play on a wet surface, with a slow rolling ball there. Able to pick it up and make a nice play. Not a terrible idea there from the Cougars, but that one looked like it could have played out a little bit better if it was more of a push bunt, but so difficult to push bunt in these conditions with the infield grass slowing the ball down so much.
2 outs here in the 4th inning. 1 strike now on Jaden Wright. He's thrown 5 pitches. Very efficient inning nonetheless.
And working quickly.
Here's the 0-1 count. Ball misses outside. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike to Jaden Wright, the second baseman for the Cougars.
Immediately called time. It looks like he had a batting glove come undone there. Thought that was a bit interesting. Get in the box, immediately call time, but we know why now.
This pitch from Perkins misses low, 2-1. Right, Perkins working very quickly. Next pitch from Perkins will be his 60th pitch of the game, and this misses low, 3-1. Now to Jaden Wright.
Opportunity at the bottom of the order here, with 2 outs, just a little bit of room here. You can work yourself on base. See a pitch you like here and rip one in the gap, maybe get something started.
Misses low, so 5-pitch walk puts Jaden Wright on first base for a 2-out base runner for the Cougars.
Yeah, good job. Just, working a nice count there, not swinging at anything. None of those balls extremely far off the plate, so doing a nice job being disciplined, not swinging anything he doesn't have to, able to turn it over to the 9, and, 1 more bat here, and maybe Letcher Central's cooking.
Kanan Harrell, right fielder up to plate, turns the bunt, gets it down right in front of the plate. Maggard comes out, fields it, throws it to first to end the inning. So the Commodores, very efficient inning, but they still trail 2-0. As we move to the bottom of the 4th, we'll be back for this short break. After this short break, you're listening to high school baseball right here on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Dig into Fazoli's Italian Classics and find your new favorite. Our baked ziti, baked spaghetti, and loaded fettuccine Alfredo are prepared with fresh, high-quality ingredients and all your favorite sauces and toppings, cooked to bubbly perfection. These Italian classics are loaded with flavor and handcrafted to order just for you. And you can't forget about our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks. Find your new favorite with our Italian classics and break breadsticks with us only at Fazoli's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, $9 only. Tax not included. Fazoli's in local or federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's all about you this week at Kimber Furniture and Hazard. It's our Customer Appreciation Week at Kimber's. Watch our Facebook page for daily live giveaways chosen from our customers over the past year. In store, Kimber's has huge markdown store-wide, or take up to 36 months to pay interest-free. It's our way of saying thank you for supporting us for over 60 years. Hurry, these offers end this Saturday at Kimber's in Hazard, where we know furniture.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field here at Perry County Central High School. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier bringing you this baseball game, very entertaining game between the visiting Cougars of Letcher Central and the homestanding Commodores of Perry Central. Letcher Central leads 2-0, and Run DMC playing it's tricky there between innings. It's going to be tricky for the Commodores to get back in this.
Yeah, a little bit tricky, like you said, and it really has been a good ball game aside from just a few mental mistakes really in the top of the first inning from the Commodores, but they've got a really good opportunity with the top and middle part of their lineup coming back to the plate here, to scratch across a few runs and try to make it tricky for this Letcher Central defense.
Tanner Perkins due up first here in the bottom of the fourth, excuse me. He grounded out into double play in the first inning. Perkins, the big bat for the Commodores on the mound tonight for Perry Central.
Yeah, leading the Commodores in that category and a dangerous hitter. Great opportunity with him leading off.
Curveball misses high for ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes to Perkins.
2-0 count. Absolutely perfect situation here for Perkins. He's going to be looking down the middle. And, if he sees that fastball that he likes, I'd look for him to put an absolute hack on it.
Here's the pitch. He took a cut at it, fouled off. Be strike one to Perkins. I think he fouled it off the leg of the catcher, right on the inside of that thigh. So home plate umpire Eddie Browning taking the trip out to the mound to give catcher a little time to recover from that one.
Yeah, classy move there. Always needed a little time just to kind of shake that leg off, walk around a little bit, get back there behind the dish and ready to play ball. But good aggressive approach there from Perkins. Maybe a little bit more aggressive than he might have liked to have been in hindsight. But you can never fault him for taking a good cut there 2-0, especially with the way he's hitting the baseball this season.
The wind, a little bit, a swirling wind there for a while. It was at our back, and I thought a power hitter like Perkins can get one up into the Gulf Stream and take it over the fence. But going a little different direction now. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Perkins. This one fouled right back at me, and I didn't even flinch. 2-2.
Seasoned professional. Jeff Campbell.
Seasoned, definitely. And Perkins just missed that one as well. He tried to give that one a ride, too.
Yeah, just barely underneath that one. Anytime you see that ball come straight back into the screen, tells you the hitter's kind of all over it.
Big curveball left out there gets Perkins right between the 3 and the 5, and lead off hit by pitch. We'll put a runner aboard for Perry Central.
Yeah, Sloan has really lived around the plate almost the entirety of this ball game. Really, he's only thrown 41 pitches to this point in the game. To Perkins is 62. Not really any free bases except for the 2 kind of out of left field hit by pitches. This one comes at an inopportune time as Perkins leading off the inning and able to work his way on base.
Wonder if they'll give him a courtesy runner over at first where he's pitching. Veteran baseball player like that, they may just roll the dice and let him run. Dylan Elkins to the plate, the designated hitter tonight. He flew out to center field in the second inning. This one in the dirt, can't be found. The catcher couldn't find it after he did a nice job blocking it. But Perkins now able to advance down to second.
Yeah, another mistake there from Sloan. Just spikes a fastball. It's a pretty tough pitch to block, especially, with conditions that you're maybe not used to behind the plate here, and unable to get in front of that one. But that's a nice job calling time after and give the home plate umpire Eddie Browning a minute, just as he did minutes ago for him.
Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Commodores, the leadoff runner at second base. Number 4 hitter up in the form of Dylan Elkins. Probably a wet baseball there, I'm assuming. It was in the mud, the dirt. Caleb Sloan wants a new one, and he gets it.
Good decision from Sloan there. Just take as much time as you can, catch your breath, get a new baseball, rub it up, and get back on the mound, and you're going to have to execute some pitches.
And he hits Elkins, so 2 hit batters in a row from Sloan. Puts runners aboard for the Commodores at first and second, and Connor Combs coming to the plate really with the biggest hit of the day, a big double off the wall back in the second inning.
Yeah, terrible scenario for the Cougars here, but Sloan just, really unpredictable couple of pitches there, just, being in 2 in a row, runner in scoring position. Now they do have 4 south and double play opportunities available now, but, with Combs at the plate, you're in a really dangerous position with only that 2-0 lead.
Anxious to see if Coach McCauley goes to the bullpen. Looks like he will not. He'll leave Sloan out there. Just had a word with him. His infield probably, like you said, Jerry, trying to set the defense, try to roll one up and see if they can get out of this. Commodores with runners on first and second, nobody out.
I think that's a really good decision by Coach McCauley. Sort of in the area of the game, toward the middle innings where, a scenario like this and a couple back-to-back pitches like that, you could probably make a change, but it would be really difficult to throw a kid on the mound and have him face Connor Combs with his first pitch of the ball game. A couple runners on base at such an important time, and nice job showing some loyalty to his kid there.
Hey, come on, that's 3 straight. This one hits Connor Combs in the helmet. That's 3 straight hit batters, and now the base is full of Commodores, all 3 with bruises, but looking to touch home plate would probably make that feel a little bit better.
Yeah, just really unpredictable. I don't think either of us really saw this coming, and 3 in a row hit by pitches looked like, the first one, Perkins with a curveball there, but then just 2 straight fastballs, well inside, and Sloan really going to have to execute pitches now.
Yeah, very central. And a great opportunity here with nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning, bases loaded, Nola Wooten at the plate. This one fouled off. Hit that one a mile, but foul. No balls, 1 strike to Wooten.
Good fastball there from Sloan, but over the middle of the plate, Wooten almost punishes him for it, like you said, but just a foul ball there. But that was really well hit and kind of pieced up with the barrel there. Seeing the ball well on his second at bat.
A lot of ways the Commodores can score here. Ground ball to the weak side, but the infield is in, trying to cut that lead runner out down at home plate. So Wooten can get one through the infield. That's an easy run for the Commodores. Off the backstop, a wild pitch, but Perkins not able to advance. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wooten.
Yeah, short backstop here at Perry County Central, so able to, corral that one pretty quickly and keep Perkins at third base. So I'm not hurt too bad by that, but still a ball to even up to count 1-1. Now Wooten probably going to be looking for fastball over the zone again, trying to put a good swing on it.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a pitch from Sloan to Nolan Wooten. Going to miss outside, ball 2. Another thing about this backstop, it's blocked, so it bounces back. You'll watch a lot of times it'll hit the backstop, it'll roll almost all the way back to catcher. So really hard to score from third on a wild pitch.
Yeah, have to be aware of that. But obviously the Commodores here, this being their home field, well aware and doing a nice job being disciplined on the base path, not being too aggressive.
2-1 pitch to Wooten. Misses outside, 3-1. You'd almost expect Wooten, a very seasoned, very veteran baseball player, to be really cautious right here. Walk, scores a run.
Yeah, he'll be very selective with this scenario. 3-1, an opportunity that takes a cut usually, but just given the scenario at a hand here, I look for him to be extremely selective.
Here's the pitch, big swing and a miss, maybe in ball 4, but it's going to even the count at 3-2.
Yeah, like you said, may have been ball 4, just kind of stretched the zone to the outside there. Maybe just a reaction to those 3 hit by pitches in a row. Throwing away, throwing outside part of the plate. Draws a swing from Wooten.
Here's the payoff pitch, 3-2 count, nobody out, bases full of Commodores. Wooten hammers this one into left field. 1 run's going to score. Elkins being waved around second. 2 runs going to score. And we're all tied up here at Commodore Field, 2-2 on the 2 RBI single from Nolan Wooten.
Yeah, great piece of hitting from Wooten there. Misses the 3-1 offering, takes a good solid cut at it, but gets back in the box, shortens it up a little bit, sees one over the plate, and sends a shot out to left field for 2 important RBIs to draw this game to a tie. Nice piece of hitting from an older, experienced Perry Central Commodore.
Commodore scratched 2 runs across for the first time today on that big single from Wooten. On their first hit of the inning, 3 straight batters hit by pitches, loaded the bases. Nobody out. Wooten delivered on the 2 RBI single. First and second are the runners for the Commodores. Connor Combs at second, Nolan Wooten at first.
Taking care of an important objective this time of year, making teams pay if they give you free bases.
Jaden Willis to the plate, squared the bunt. Maybe a little too early as the throw back to second. Chases Combs back. He's safe. Now you probably tipped off the defense a little bit that the bunt's coming.
Yeah, probably not going to be able to sneak past the drag, maybe just a sacrifice situation.
Tries the bunt, runner goes, a little bunt and run on, throw down to third is going to get Combs. They got him safe. And 80 base running by Wooten takes third. The throw was sort of in the dirt, and a tough play over at third as they couldn't get Combs on the tag, but the runners do advance on the double steal for the Commodores.
Yeah, not a double steal at first, like you mentioned. Combs, doing a nice job, pretty aggressive there on the failed bunt attempt, but able to get down there safely with a nice, athletic slide there and a good pick at third base from Jaden Wright. But like you said, Nolan Wooten with his head screwed on correctly and, takes off for second base and able to take it there like a really experienced player. Does a nice job to get another runner in scoring position for the Commodores.
Bunt, run. Willis didn't get the bunt down left. Combs hung out to dry, but a great slide. Gets him in safely. No balls, 1 strike to Willis. Here's the bunt. He does get it down. A little suicide squeeze. Can't tag him. Has to throw over to first to get Willis, but Combs scores. A nice bunt by Willis scores Combs on a squeeze.
Yeah, nice job getting the bunt down there and scoring the run for the Commodores. No outs. Great opportunity to put that one down and just scratch across that run with minimal effort there. And, does a nice job, even though that's a difficult play, making it look easy.
Commodores still with only 1 out and a runner on third, and Nolan Wooten. Parker Maggard at the plate. Derek Fields on deck. Maggard singled his first time up. Here's the pitch. Strike one on the outside corner to Maggard.
Good fastball from Sloan there for a strike. But, that's something I was going to mention earlier is, we had sort of the sacrifice opportunity for Willis with runners on first and second for the Commodores. Great opportunity to put two runners in scoring position and bunt to Parker Maggard, who came up with a great hit earlier in the ballgame.
Maggard squares the bunt. They're going to try to squeeze again. He had to try to get it down. That was probably inside a ball, but definitely left Wooten hung out to dry as he was charging home.
Yeah, that one, well inside curveball. Looked like it would have kind of started at his body, but moved a little bit to where it probably wouldn't have hit him, but has to make a bunt opportunity at that, or a bunt effort at that, as Wooten in motion over there, 90 feet away at third base.
So many times teams do that with that suicide squeeze, and they're getting better and better at it. Here's the pitch. He's trying it with two outs. Pops it up, and Wooten's in motion, and he's going to be tagged out. So the double play, a huge break for Letcher Central on the one unassisted double play to end the Commodore threat. But they do score 3 runs on only one hit and take the lead 3-2 as we move to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back after this short break. You're listening to high school baseball right here on our East Kentucky Sports Network.
How about a cellular plan with no credit check, no contracts, and most features of postpaid? Then visit Appalachian Wireless today, where your connections matter the most, and jump on Forward Pay. Take advantage of $75 off Forward Pay devices. Plans as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99. At 10 gig of data for only $39.99. Or go unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down. Forward Pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
If your pipes are broke, your hot water's a joke. Who you gonna call? And your drains won't drain, driving you insane. Who can you call? Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hyden.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field here at Perry County Central. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier. Commodores put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the 4th, take the lead, but for the Cougars, back to the top of the lineup once again to face Tanner Perkins.
Commodores do a great job in the bottom of that 4th inning, just taking what Sloan gave them on the mound. He makes a mistake with the hit by pitches, really uncharacteristic of him, but they take advantage of it, come up with a couple of huge knocks, bunt their way around a little bit, some really nice base running, and before you know it, they're ahead 3-2 in this ball game and firmly in control as Perkins is, extremely confident as we move into the middle inning.
Perkins 5 strikeouts on the night. Starts Sloan off with the fastball for strike 1.
Back on the mound, ready to go. He's just humming the fastball in there early, daring him to hit it.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sloan reached on an error in the 1st, struck out in the 2nd. Didn't bat in the 3rd or the 4th inning, but leading things off here in the 5th. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from Perkins. Big curveball fouled off. Count will stay 0-2.
First 2 pitches, fastballs, look like, Sloan not really on them, maybe a little bit late. Just kind of swinging over him. But they went back to the curveball there and able to get a bat on it. Sort of battle here with a 0-2 count, but I would honestly look for Perry Central to just come back with a hard fastball.
Here's the pitch from Perkins. Curveball catches the outside corner, gets Sloan looking. Pretty pitch by Perkins for out number 1.
Curveball there on the outside part of the plate. Probably one of the slower curveballs I think that we've seen from Perkins in this game. Just kind of, found a different speed with that one. It buckled the knees of Sloan at the plate there. Great pitch for a strikeout looking.
Here's the first pitch. The next batter, Mason Boggs. Fastball for strike 1.
Perkins back on there working quickly again. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike.
This one hit hard over to short. Gayhart Fields is going to have to throw across his body over to first. Willis with a nice stretch. Couldn't come up with it. Gets away. So puts Boggs aboard. Let's call that a hit or an error, probably an error.
Probably an error. Looked like he had time to make the throw, but just a little bit wide out there to the right side of first base. Unable to make the play, but a good job. A testament to Boggs' ability to just put the ball in play, especially how the infield's playing, like we've mentioned time and again in this game. But a hard hit ball out there into the 6th hole, tough play for a shortstop to make, and able to work his way on base. Kind of the formula that Letcher County had in that first inning.
Quentin Williams up now, watches the first pitch fastball find the inside corner for strike one.
Yeah, able to work inside there on Williams. Got him way out ahead of a curveball in his last at bat. Able to reach anyway, just based on his speed.
Williams just a phenomenal athlete. Watches this one miss, low and in for ball one, 1-1.
Curveball there. Spin looks a little bit different, maybe not as tight as we've seen earlier from Perkins in this game. Looks a little bit slower, not as tight, but maybe that's the formula for him. It worked extremely well, slowing it down for Sloan a little bit.
Keep it out of Williams' wheelhouse. Big swing and a miss for strike two. He took a cut at that one.
That's definitely the scouting report on Williams here. They're going to attack him with curveballs early. I'm interested to see where they go here after those back-to-back curveballs here. 1-2 count now. Williams going to change his stance. Not as open and choke up on the bat now.
Come outside with that one, trying to get him to chase it, but it's well off the plate for ball two. 2-2. Counts Quentin Williams. 1 out, here in the top of the 5th inning.
Williams, kind of squaring up his stance, choking up on the bat here, kind of sacrificing a little bit of power, but probably going to be able to combat that curveball a lot better from this sort of approach. So Perkins still going to have to really execute pitches.
Here's the pitch outside. Now the count will be full. It's only 1 out. Perkins don't want to put Williams aboard, so this pitch will more than likely be around that strike zone, Jack.
Yeah, 3-2, got to come in the zone here. I don't foresee Williams offering it anything outside the zone.
Here's the pitch. Hammered foul. High and foul over the third base dugout. Count will stay the same at 3-2.
Perry Central goes back to the curveball there with the full count, trusting Perkins to deliver that pitch, but also giving Williams an opportunity. Is I would look for him to look for that same curveball coming back here. Don't want to become a guest hitter, but got to be aware of that.
3-2 count. The 75th pitch for Tanner Perkins. Checks the runner, gets a sign. Williams calls time. Steps out. We'll do it all again.
Some of the longest time between pitches there for Tanner Perkins worked extremely quickly. Let's see if he can maintain composure.
Runner's going, swung on and missed by Williams. A throw down to second, not in time. As Boggs will be safe at second, but a big strikeout for Perkins as he gets Williams swinging for out number 2.
Yeah, great pitch from Perkins there, able to go back to the curveball once again, 3-2, and that one with that sort of tight spin that we're more accustomed to in this game. Good sharp break on it, gets Williams swinging for out number 2, but in the meantime, Boggs able to snag second base and get in scoring position.
Dawson Kinzer at the plate. First pitch outside, ball 1. Kinzer scored in the first, reached on a fielder's choice, flew out to center field way back in the 3rd inning.
Fastball misses outside there for Perkins, behind in the count for the first time this inning.
Here's the pitch, hammered into left field. Ritchie picks it up, gets it in quickly to prevent Boggs from scoring, but Boggs will move to 3rd on the 2-out single by Dawson Kinzer.
Yeah, that ball tattoos, but just hits in the ground right in front of the left fielder for the Commodores. Ritchie out there, so able to make a nice play, keeping Boggs at third base there. Runners on the corners now for the Cougars. 2 outs here, so they have the opportunity to kind of manufacture this run on the base pass if need be.
Andrew Little, the designated hitter, coming to the plate. He reached on an error, grounded out to the pitcher in his first 2 plate appearances. This runner at third, Jarrett, reached via the error. One of the 2 runs scored for the Commodores reached via an error way back in the 1st inning, or for the Cougars, way back in the 1st inning. Here's a pitch, hit off the inside of the bat, and they let it go foul. So thought that picked up close to the line, but home plate umpire Eddie Browning with a much better view than I did. Perkins should probably let that roll another time.
Yeah, just based on that, you know, it almost kind of seems like he wanted to pick that up in fair territory, which, you know, potentially could have been a disaster. Probably would have been a bang-bang play at first base, depending on how the throw came through. But
well, then what we've seen with a lot of throws coming from the infield, more than likely the ball would have been wet. So anything could have happened. It goes out to right field, and that runner over at third base, Mason Boggs, would have scored easily.
Yeah, probably a much better, you know, decision just to take your chances with Little at the plate here. You know, kind of jammed him up, made a really nice pitch there, but you know, don't really want to throw that away.
1 ball, 1 strike now to Andrew Little. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Here's a pitch. Runner goes. Throw it right back to the pitcher, trying to pick off the runner at third. Nothing doing. So Dawson Kinzer will move to second on the stolen base. Runners at second and third for the Cougars with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th.
Probably the right decision from the Commodores there. Just come up, you know, the off chance of throwing out Boggs, trying to get a little too aggressive at third. But now 2 runners in scoring position for the Cougars.
Another ball from Perkins. Going to run a count to 3-1 to Andrew Little. Clay Hall in the on-deck circle. He walked and struck out in his previous 2 plate appearances. So you got an empty base to put him. That's just another duck on the pond for the Cougars.
Yeah, just based on those trends, though, if I'm Little, I'm aggressive if it's in the zone here.
This one misses inside for ball 4. I thought it was ball 4. It's what's on the scoreboard. A walk from Perkins will load the bases for Clay Hall with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, only, I think by my count, the 3rd walk of the game for Perkins. One of those walks coming in that first inning where he yielded 2 runs on, you know, the 3 errors. But now bases jacked here, ducks on the pond for Hall at the plate.
Perkins will have to make some quality pitches to get out of this one. First one hit hard over to short to Gayhart. Fields it over to onto first, for out number 3. So the Cougars threaten mightily in the top of the 5th inning, but can't get a run across. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Commodores still on top 3-2. Back after this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
When it comes to banking, you need a bank that is ready and willing to help you realize your dreams. At People's Bank and Trust, customers come first, offering you a relationship with local people that's built on trust and respect. People's Bank and Trust shares your vision for success, and their team can help you see the results. That's People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. Member FDIC.
Are you looking for personalized health care that's efficient and close to home? Primary Care Center is now your destination for comprehensive health care in the center of your community. With a team of experienced and caring local providers, we offer a range of services. We have locations in Hazard, Hyden, Hindman, Pico, and now our new Whitesburg location. Stop by today and walk-ins are welcome. That's Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and pulley pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Perry and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field here at Perry County Central High School. Jeff Campbell and Jared Nager. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, either on 101.1 or their Facebook page or their YouTube page, and all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you tonight's high school baseball game between the Cougars and the Commodores. Commodores on top 3-2, but took a mighty effort to get there, Jared.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, started this game out with a little bit of miscues in the top of the first inning there, surrender those 2 runs, and then Sloan really until last inning done a nice job with the Commodores to this point. You know, still even after last inning with the 3 hit by pitches, you know, only thrown 55 pitches to this point, thrown a heck of a lot of strikes and done a nice job. But Perry Central just, you know, a little bit better at manufacturing the runs, and they've reined it in defensively here since the top of the first inning.
Letcher scored runs in the first inning when Perry Central made some miscues. Perry Central scored runs in the 5th inning. or fourth inning, excuse me, when Letcher Central made some miscues, and this old game will make you pay if you make mistakes.
Definitely, and that's kind of the name of the game, especially at the high school level. You know, who can make fewer mistakes, who's going to play a cleaner ball game, and you know, a lot of times that's the team that's going to come away with a win.
Derek Fields at the plate, leading off this inning for the Commodores. 1-1 is the count after that curved ball misses outside for ball one. Fields with a big swing and a miss for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Fields. He had a sacrifice bunt to move a runner over back in the third inning. This one hit back up to the pitcher. Sloan Fields it, tosses it over to first to retire Derek Fields for out number 1.
Yeah, really important out there for Sloan. You know, good job collecting himself after last inning and coming in here throwing a lot of strikes once again. Able to make a good pitch there to Fields, who hits a hard shot back up the middle, but gets a glove on it, makes a nice play to throw him out at first, and now he can face this top of the order with an out in his back pocket.
Gayhart 0 for 2. Devin Gayhart, the leadoff hitter at bat for the Commodores, 0 for 2 tonight. Flew out to third and left field. His first 2 plate appearances. Looking for a hit here with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gayhart.
A little bit more patient here from Gayhart. He was first pitch swinging in his last at bat. Leaves those first couple pitches, but now an opportunity.
Fouls this one off the backstop behind home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Saw the fastball there. Probably committed to it just a little bit late. Kind of gets in on his hands. Fouls that one back into the screen, but just underneath that one considerably.
Here's the 1-2 pitch from Sloan. Big curveball. Defensive swing by Gayhart just to put a bat on it and foul it off.
Yeah, defensive. Didn't recognize the curveball probably in time there, but, you know, credit to him. That's a really nice approach. You know, not trying to do too much with it, just foul it off, get back in the box, see another pitch.
The other 1-2 pitch. Fastball stays high. Evens the count 2-2.
I like that from Sloan coming back with the fastball there, elevated, you know, maybe a pitch to waste there. I know it draws the count back even, but a good setup for curveball maybe here.
Another fastball misses high. Now full count to Gayhart. Commodores looking for a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading 3-2.
Good opportunity to put a swing on it here. Sloan's going to have to come in the zone.
Gayhart fouls this one, flies this one down the right field line, curving, just a foul. He'll make it all the way to first base, only to run back to home to do it all again. 3-2 remains the count.
Yeah, nice job fouling that one off. You know, almost able to steal probably what would have been a double out of that one. Just kind of the tail of that fly ball gets it into foul territory there, but still a good approach from Gayhart at the plate. But another nice pitch from Sloan. But the problem is he's going to have to do it again, once again with the 3-2 count.
Pressure-packed situation for both the pitcher and the batter. Count full with 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Caleb Sloan. Stays high, ball 4. Gayhart, a 1-out base runner for the Commodores here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, importantly able to work himself on base with less than 2 outs here now. You know, a lot of options open to Perry Central. They can put him in motion, got good speed, try to get him in scoring position. But, you know, you also have Perkins and Combs, those big bats lurking here if they can extend this inning a little bit. Nice job for Perry Central, an important base runner.
What you don't want to do in this situation, Perry Central ended the 4th inning on a double play to try to squeeze bunt, popped up, and got the batter and the runner. Fields, the new batter.
Also ended, I think, the 2nd inning on a 6-3 double play on a hit and run.
There's the bunt. Runner was going. Gayhart's going to be safe at second. The throw over to first retires Fields, but the sack bunt moves Gayhart into scoring position with Tanner Perkins coming to the plate.
Yeah, probably a good decision there. Fields, a nice bunter, able to put that one down, and that just ensures you a runner in scoring position. For a hitter like Perkins, who's seen the ball well today, probably would have had a hit if not for the hit and run situation that kind of put the shortstop right in his way, right in the way of a hard hit ground ball. So, good chance to tack on another run.
Perkins hit to that 6-3 double play in the first, pops the first pitch up, out into right field. Tailing, just foul. Right fielder had to run through looked like a pond out there, water splashing up over his feet as the conditions are less than ideal, but very much playable tonight at Perry Central High School.
Yeah, probably even just shifted a little bit over to that pull side for Perkins too, so a long run there through a wet outfield. Going to be seeing another pitch as soon as he gets back to his position.
Here's the pitch, fastball. Tries to hold up his swing. They're going to ask the umpire that he did not swing. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good leave there. That one well above Perkins' hands. Kind of an attractive pitch. See if you can elevate and put a good swing on it. But with 2 outs here, mature decision.
Jay Hardy second will be moving on contact. Perkins fouls this one back up to the road, running through the park. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Perkins.
Kind of the same swing as that first foul ball, just well underneath it. Had the mature approach of leaving that second pitch, but then just turns around to get well underneath that one. And you can see a little bit of that lift in the swing.
Caleb Sloan, a 1-2 count to Perkins, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Hits him looking. Pretty pitch from Caleb Sloan. Sets Tanner Perkins down looking for out number 3. The Commodores still hold a slim 1-run lead, 3-2. As we move to the top of the 6th inning, right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health plays a huge role in overall well-being. When you feel mentally well, you're more able to enjoy life and the people in it. Feel better about yourself, keeping up with fulfilling relationships, and manage stress. Schedule an appointment today with the mental health professionals at Little Flower Clinic. Brandy Carmichael and Janie Thompson both are board certified and have numerous years of experience in their field. You are worthy of happiness and peace of mind. Make the call today, 606-487-9505.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, well, no doubt about it. Owning a motorcycle makes you look cool, but insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Visit or call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service Company offers a wide range of products including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts and structure, drain pipe, underground miner camp lights. They even have muck and Matterhorn boots and a wide selection of knee pads. Mine Service, locally owned on Highway 15 just south of Hazard, also with a branch on Business 23 in Wise, Virginia. Celebrating over 100 years in the mining industry. Mine Service Company.
Power 101 WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field here at Perry County Central High School. Moving to the top of the 6th inning, Perry Central on top, 3-2. 5 runs scored, Jared. Only 3 hits between these two teams, and anything can happen here in these last 2 innings.
Yeah, nothing's safe here in a game like this. It's been pretty well played aside from, 1 half inning for each defense has led to, all the run production in this game. But, always leaves that opportunity for a bad inning or a good inning for one offensive defense to really bust this game open and come back and take it.
First pitch misses low and away to Dylan Eldridge. It'll be 7-8-9 up here in the top of the 6th for the Cougars. Eldridge, Jaden Wright, and Kanan Harrell. 1-1 is the count now to Eldridge. Here's the pitch from Perkins. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Perkins working so quickly, and when he's throwing strikes, man, it's hard to get him out of that rhythm. But if you can find a way on base, that's kind of been the way to combat that rhythm.
Big curveball gets Eldridge swinging for out number 1. That was a pretty pitch.
Yeah, good curveball there, well off the zone, but once again, just looks like a fastball for so long that it draws the swing. It's not really the movement that draws the swing there. It just looks so much like a fastball. Looks like it's going to stay close to that outside corner.
Jaden Wright at the plate, big cut. Couldn't catch up to the fastball. Strike 1.
Once again, just working so quickly. Delivers the pitch, catches the ball right back on the mound, ready to go.
Big curveball misses outside. Runs the count even. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wright. Perkins with 8 strikeouts on the game, only 3 walks. Pretty efficient night on the bump for the senior from Perry Central.
Yeah, very efficient. Really been able, like we said, to just throw the put-away pitch and, take a little bit of that pressure off his defense.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here at the top of the 6th inning. This one hit over towards third. It's going to be foul. So we'll run the count to 1-2 for Wright.
Good cut from Wright there. a good idea to jump out on that fastball when he saw it and try to, hit something hard down that third base line, but just a little bit foul. Now he's going to have to deal with the possibility of the curve as well as the elevated fastball.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball is going to hit him, so hit by pitch. We'll put a one-out base runner aboard for the Cougars here in the top of the sixth.
Maybe intentional from Perkins there, but it looked like he really tried to slow down the delivery on that curveball and, really tried to slow everything down. And I think that's really the reason leading to the hit by pitch there. Just didn't fully execute that one, didn't get that tight spin, and with good velocity on that curveball. Not as much break. A one-out base runner for the Cougars now.
Kanan Harrell coming to the plate, the number 9 hitter for the Cougars, struck out and grounded out in his first 2 plate appearances. Number 4, Colton Mullen, on to serve as a courtesy runner for Jaden Wright. This should be a courtesy runner. Wright's the third baseman, so I'm sure he will re-enter. Trying to get a little more speed out there is Coach McCauley, head coach of the Cougars. There's the pitch, misses. No catches, a strike zone. 0-2 count now to Kanan Harrell.
Good fastball from Perkins. Really had good command with that for most of the afternoon. Able to, kind of stretch that outside corner just an inch or two.
Here's the pitch, comes inside. It'll be a foul ball, so 0-2 will remain the count. Harrell sort of acted like that one hit him or come close to hit him. But
yeah, it looked like it did. I think Harrell there maybe even just so wary of the curveball there, just swung at a pitch that underneath his hands that ended up being a fastball, not breaking to that left side obviously, and almost swings at a pitch that hits him.
Here's the 0-2 pitch from Perkins. Runner goes, curveball fouled off the backstop. Runner will have to retreat to first, and the count will still remain 0-2.
Yeah, good curveball there, but a nice approach, good adjustment from Harrell there. Sees the curveball that time and able to get to it easily, just a little bit underneath it, but a little bit more on plane with that one. It looked like it would have been very hard hit.
Would have been his put out pitch here thus far, but throwing the curveball effectively as well as Perkins.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to the fastball just due to Harrell, having that really exaggerated closed stance at the plate there and sort of the reaction to the curveball earlier in that bat. But we'll have to see where they go here, especially with the threat of the runner in motion over at first base.
Yeah, Mullen took off, tried to hit and run as Harrell fouled it away. 0-2 is the count, 1 out for the Commodores. Here's the pitch, turns to bunt, can't get it down. Going to go down on strike. So the second strikeout of the inning for Perkins, his 9th of the game. So now 2 outs, and it will bring the top of the lineup back up for the Cougars in the form of Caleb Sloan.
Really important there from Perkins to get that second out before you flip it back over to the top of the order there. Interesting, really good job from Perkins switching up his, sort of his rhythm there in the stretch. As soon as he comes set, fires that one, works even quicker than normal. Just switching up his timing a little bit.
There's a bunt down the third base line by Sloan, a pretty bunt on to first, not in time. So pretty play by Perkins, but he has a long way to run and a tough throw, and now 2 aboard for the Cougars here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, solid try there, but Sloan just puts that bunt down too well and it's too fast for the out there. And so barrels down the first base line and able to get another base runner, extend the inning a little bit into the the rest of this Cougar order. See if they can scratch one across.
Right here for the Cougars, 2 on, 2 out. Mason Boggs due up. He struck out, grounded out, and reached on an error. But behind Boggs is the ever so dangerous Quentin Williams. So you definitely want to try to play the batter here, get Boggs so you can deal with Williams to start the 7th.
I think the situation you just described is, the primary reason we're seeing Coach Willis out here for the Commodores, with the brief mound visit. Just talk to his guys a little bit, going to bring in the whole infield, talk to everybody, make sure everybody's on the same page, prepared, knows the situation here. Just give them a moment to breathe and kind of understand the magnitude here as Williams sort of looming in the on-deck circle here and how important it would be if they were able to get this out.
So Wright or Mullins, the courtesy runner for Wright out at second. He was hit by the pitch, was Jaden Wright. Caleb Sloan over at first. A lot of speed on the bases for the Cougars. Mason Boggs to the plate. Here's the pitch from Perkins. Big curveball swung on and missed. Strike one.
Yeah, good first pitch curve. A little, uncharacteristic for Perkins. But, pitching to the top of the order here, trying to be a little bit more precise and a little bit more unexpected. Does that with the first pitch curveball for strike one.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Tanner Perkins. This is outside. Ball one. 1-1 strike now to Mason Boggs.
Good take there from Boggs. Leaves that one outside, close to the zone, but it is a ball. And, I think you're going to see a more patient approach from Boggs here, just with the magnitude of this situation. Going to try to pick out a nice pitch or make Perkins have to execute more often.
Curveball low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Boggs is working ahead in the count.
Yeah, good job once again recognizing the curveball. Like we said, it looks so much like a fastball. Does a good job leaving that one. Even though it starts on the outside corner, it looks like it'll stay there and lets it break out of the zone.
This fastball finds the strike zone, runs the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning, 2 aboard for the Cougars, and they're threatening. Commodore still on top 3-2.
Good move by Perkins. Just throw one in there and make it hit it.
Another fastball fell back at us. I did flinch a little bit that time, not going to lie.
You're not alone.
2-2 will remain the count.
Good fastball there, but Boggs obviously ready for it. Just swings a little bit underneath it. Another case of one of those foul balls straight back into the screen here. Might see a 2-2 curveball here with deuces on the board.
Here's the pitch from Perkins. Fastball fouled back off the screen once again by Boggs. 2-2.
Yeah, that one, even the elevated fastball, just kind of carries that effect of almost like added velocity. It's just a little bit harder to get to. Got to be a little bit more prepared for it, but does a nice job to at least get some portion of the bat on it, foul it off, and stay alive here to see another pitch. Does a nice job of working this count deep.
Wonder if that elevated fastball won't set up a curveball here from Perkins. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside. Now 3-2. 2 outs. Runners will be moving on the pitch from Perkins.
A couple times we thought the fastball might set up the curve, but 3-2, you might be looking fastball here, but Perkins throwing a lot of 3-2 curveballs in this game.
Big pitch right here from Tanner Perkins. Comes inside, hits the batter. So the batter, Mason Boggs, hit by the pitch. Would have been a ball anyway. So now the base is full of Cougars with the ever so dangerous Quinn Williams coming to the plate.
Yeah, situation playing out well in favor of the Cougars here with a great opportunity to strike. I think if you told them on the bus over here, you're going to be in a 1-run ball game with the bases juiced in the top of the 6th inning, and you're probably your best hitter at the plate. I think they take that, and they're going to have that opportunity coming up here.
Letcher Center with only 1 hit here tonight. 2 runs, 5 Commodore errors, leading to a lot of the damage done by the Cougars. Quentin Williams at the plate. Singled, struck out, and was intentional walk way back in the 1st inning. Nowhere to put him here. Fastball from Perkins misses outside. 4-1.
First time in a while that Perkins has been behind after the first pitch in the count, but that's going to be the case as he works the fastball outside here. They've really wanted to lean toward the curveball with Williams so far in this game. We'll see if they stick to that strategy as it get deeper in the count.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Low and away, ball 2. But now, Williams way ahead. Nowhere to put him, bases loaded. You're going to have to work something a little more in the strike zone, and that may favor Quinn Williams in this scenario.
Very dangerous situation.
Here's the pitch, going to miss outside, ball 3.
3-0 now. I look for Williams to take all the way here, and a walk obviously ties up the ball game, but now you got to climb all the way back against Williams.
Here's the 3-0 pitch from Perkins. Strike on the inside corner, 3-1. Pretty pitch from Perkins.
Yeah, good take and a good pitch. Perkins able to execute that one 3 balls in a row. Doesn't make it 4. Comes back with a hard fastball, but Williams, nice job laying off that one. I'd look for him to once again be extremely selective with this one. He's going to look for a fastball over the heart of the plate, and if he doesn't get it, probably not going to draw a swing.
3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Perkins. Low and inside, ball 4, and a runner walks home as Mullins, the courtesy runner for Jaden Wright, touches home plate, and we're all tied at 3.
Yeah, a couple mistakes here, a little bit uncharacteristic from Perkins. We saw some of those errors on the defense in the top of the 1st inning, but he was able to work with those 2 strikeouts and get him out of the inning. But struggling a little bit more here. Does have the 2 strikeouts in this inning. but also accompanied by 2 hit by pitches and a walk there to tie the game up for the Cougars, and still not out of this thing. With
very dangerous.
Dawson Kinser coming to the plate.
Very dangerous situation. Dangerous hitters coming to the plate. Dawson Kinser,
proven hitter.
469 on the year. The bases full of Cougars looking to take the lead. Here's the pitch from Perkins. Curveball, strike 1.
Good curveball there from Perkins. I almost feel like that's the go-to pitch for him at this point. It seems like he's been able to command it almost better than the fastball at times.
Kinser hammered a single his last at bat, a hard hit ball out to left field. He's also flown out to center, reached on a fielder's choice, and scored a run way back in the first inning.
Yeah, been able to work himself on base, put balls in play, and hit them hard all over the yard.
1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball hit into right field. Willis makes the nice catch in foul territory. Free out for the Commodores to limit minimal damage, but the Cougars do score a run, and we're all tied at 3s as we move to the Commodore half of the 6th inning after this short commercial break. You're listening to high school baseball right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Dig into Fazoli's Italian Classics and find your new favorite. Our baked ziti, baked spaghetti, and loaded fettuccine alfredo are prepared with fresh, high-quality ingredients and all your favorite sauces and toppings, cooked to bubbly perfection. These Italian classics are loaded with flavor and handcrafted to order just for you. And you can't forget about our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks. Find your new favorite with our Italian classics and break breadsticks with us only at Fazoli's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, dining only. Tax not included. Fazoli's and logo are federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mother's Day. Everyone loves their mama. So why let your mother suffer another day with that old device of hers? Hook Mom up with a brand new iPhone 13 for a penny at Appalachian Wireless. 1 penny for an iPhone 13 on a 2-year contract with the Mix and Match or Appalachian Unlimited plan. Offer good in stores only and good through May 17th. Terms and conditions may apply. Your mom deserves the best. Come see us today. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Power 101 WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field here at Perry County Central High School. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Nature in an exciting baseball game between the Cougars of Letcher Central visiting the Commodores of Perry Central. We're all tied up at 3 each. Moving to the bottom of the 6th inning, Jared, and something's got to give. Somebody's got to win this game.
Absolutely, and just got to be so important at how these Cougars and Commodores come to the plate, what kind of approaches they bring to the plate, how that plays out for each team as we move into the last stretch of this game. The Cougars able to scratch across another run to accompany those 2 in the top of the 1st inning to tie this game up here. And they're able to do that by way of some nice plate approaches, able to get on base and work their way around, ultimately working a walk to scratch across that tying run.
Both teams sort of in the middle to the top part of their lineup. For the Commodores, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up. Dylan Elkins, Connor Combs, and Nolan Wooten here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Elkins was hit by a pitch, scored a run, flew out to center field in his first at bat. So looking for his first hit of the game. Watch his first pitch miss. Ball 1 to Dylan Elkins.
Fastball just misses outside from Sloan there. So important that he get off to a good start in this half inning.
This one misses outside for ball 2. 2-0 now to Elkins. Be the 75th pitch for Sloan. 112 for Perkins. This one behind the batter. He'd hit Elkins earlier, but that one, I don't know if you call that way outside or way inside, but ball 3 either way to Elkins.
Yeah, that's just another one of those. I mean, I guess you'd call it an uncharacteristic pitch from Sloan, but a big miss.
Fastball in the dirt for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk for Dylan Elkins here in the bottom of the 6th inning with Connor Combs due up.
Good approach by Elkins. Those last 2 easy takes, but the first 2 pitches, pretty close to the zone. He lays off, stays patient, and able to work himself on base for a big hitter in Combs.
Combs doubled in the 2nd inning. hit by a pitch and scored a run in the fourth. So 1 hit on the day for the senior, Connor Combs. No outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Caleb Sloan with a pitch fastball grounded over towards short. A slow roller. Elkins safe at second to throw over to first. Gets Combs. Heady base running by Elkins to move himself into scoring position with 1 out.
Yeah, nice job there. First pitch swinging is Connor Combs. Hits a good, hard hit ground ball to shortstop there, but kind of dies up in the grass a little bit. Elkins recognizes that and sees it off the bat quickly. Able to make sure that he gets into second base safely, but a nice play by the Cougar shortstop, Mason Boggs, to come up with an important out. But runner in scoring position now for Perry Central, the leading run.
Nolan Wooten at the plate. He singled, had a 2 RBI single back in the 4th inning. It would probably score a run here. The throw back to second. Elkins dives back. The ball gets away from the shortstop, but not far enough for Elkins to take the third.
Would have been a pretty close play there at second base. Maybe would have seen that pick to second pay off there for the Cougars, but just gets away from Boggs at shortstop.
I think a lot of times those throws from Sloan have sort of been half-hearted, if you will, just to chase the runner back. That one was more of an effort to pick Elkins off. As the pitch to Wooten, misses outside.
Wooten, if I'm not mistaken, earlier had the liner into left field for a couple RBIs, and now the shortstop just, after that last pickoff move, playing almost behind second base, leaving that shortstop, that 6-hole, completely wide open, where he hit a line drive earlier in the game. So, huge opportunity for Nolan Wooten here.
1 ball, no strikes to Wooten. Throw to second, chases Elkins back safely. It's an unconventional pickoff move because they bring a shortstop all the way around second base. He's actually catching that ball on the second base side of second base from the shortstop position. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Nolan Wooten.
Wooten can take an aggressive approach here again. 2-0 count, likely going to see a fastball.
Watches the fastball catch the outside corner. Strike 1.
Good fastball in the corner there to get it back to 2-1, get back in this count from Sloan there.
That was a great location from Sloan. It was outside. Wooten really couldn't pull it. Just chose to let it go. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. This one misses outside. 3-1.
Same sort of scenario here. Going to need to see a similarly executed pitch from Sloan.
Jaden Willis in the on-deck circle for the Commodores. Now Coach McCauley will come out and talk to his Cougar infield to try to set the stage as got a 3-1 count to Nolan Wooten with a go-ahead run at second base.
Got a little bit of an interesting time for a mound visit, but a super important pitch coming up, so I don't blame him. I'm just going to talk it over and, see an arm in the bullpen there down the left field line for Letcher Central. It looks like it's number 6. Looks like Andrew Little, the DH in this ball game, warming up to potentially come into the game for the Cougars. So maybe even, just a little bit of cat and mouse to give him a little extra time to warm up before they stick him in this ball game.
Little was a tough kid. He's probably warming up in a mud hole out there in left field. A lot of water drains that way, and super soggy. The field with this wind, as you can probably hear in our microphone, sort of drying up the dirt part of the infield. The outfield and the grass still a little bit soggy. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Wooten. Big swing and a miss. Full count now to Wooten.
Almost the same sort of thing we saw in his last at bat. Worked the count 3-1. Got a little bit too aggressive on the 3-1 pitch, which was a fastball, a little bit probably outside the zone. Now let's see if he does the same thing with a 3-2 pitch.
Here's the pitch. Hit hard by Wooten over to short. Elkins will be safe at third. Shortstop has to make a long throw. Gets Wooten for out number 2. A couple nice plays out there at shortstop for Mason Boggs.
Yeah, Sloan, good pitch there. Wooten probably sees it a little bit too early, tries to jump out on it, good aggressive cut, but, well early, catches it off the end of the bat a little bit. Kind of a slow roller in this slow infield today, and Mason Boggs recognizes that out at short, does a great job, fields it on the side, running in and throws on the run. Good solid throw over to first base to get Wooten out. A runner 90 feet closer, but not really going to hurt you because you got that second out.
Here's the question for the Commodores. Jaden Willis had a sacked RBI bunt little squeeze bunt back in the 4th inning to score that 3rd Commodore run. Do you roll the dice and do that with 2 outs here, or do you let Willis swing away?
I'd probably let him swing away here, although it looks like the infield's going to be in for the Cougars, even with 2 outs, so that's really interesting.
Pitch, curve ball in the dirt will be ball 1 to Willis.
Looks like they're sort of anticipating that bunt as well, even though, you know, the out at first will negate that run. You know, I would be really surprised to see that, especially with the infield end here, but gives Willis a great opportunity to just hit something hard anywhere. It's really going to shrink that infield.
Yeah, barrel something up and get it by him as he watches this fastball right down the heart of the plate, even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike to Willis.
Yeah, going to severely diminish the range of this Cougar infield.
Pitch misses outside, ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Seems like with each pitch, the Cougar infield takes half a step back, not nearly playing as far in as they were.
Yeah, corners still in, sort of like tweeners.
Willis chases a high fastball, 2-2. Couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, probably chased that one a little bit, but I'll tell you what, not a terrible swing there. I don't hate that swing from Willis at the plate. Looked aggressive and almost barreled that one up.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Tie ball game, bottom of the 6th inning. Go ahead runner on 3rd. Former Dylan Elkins, Jaden Willis at the plate. Caleb Sloan on the mound. Here's the pitch. Hit high in the air. It's going to be a tough spot right behind second base. That ball could get down. It does get down. Willis, heady base running, goes all the way to second. So a 2-out double by Willis scores Elkins, and the Commodores back on top 4-3.
Good job by Willis with 2 strikes just to put a ball in play. You prefer maybe a line drive or something on the ground, but nonetheless with that positioning, first base and second base, playing so far up, that sort of in-between ball, kind of in that Bermuda Triangle over there between first base, second base, and the right fielder, is able to get down because the right fielder, doesn't really have the legs to get there so quickly.
Double by Willis, his 2nd RBI of the day. He has 2 RBIs. Wooten has 2 RBIs. Parker Maggard to the plate, very talented 8th grader. Swings and misses, 4 strike 1.
Good comeback fastball there from Sloan, just sort of on the inside, low inside corner there. Able to get it all the way into that part of the zone.
Willis with a lot of speed at second. Sort of the same scenario here. Maggard can get one down. Get something through that infield. Willis have a chance to score an insurance run for the Commodores.
If he can get anything on the ground and line drive to the outfield, Willis almost certainly scores.
Pitch high and in to Maggard. 2 balls, 1 strike. A little chin music. Maggard didn't flinch.
Now hung in there, gets back on top of that plate. Probably going to challenge Sloan a little bit. Knows he hit a couple batters today.
Hard hit ball out of the center field by Maggard. Williams going back. Makes the catch for out number 3. Nice play in center field by Quentin Williams. But the Commodores do score and will move to the top of the 7th inning. They'll lead 4-3 with a chance to close this one out after we get back from this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
If your sink won't drain just like it should, who you gonna call? If your toilet's clogged and it don't smell good, who can you call? Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hyden.
Trust is delivering on promises. People's Bank and Trust has been doing exactly that. They have the planning and the resources you need to help you take advantage of opportunities. With all the technology you need to make banking easy, your success requires vision and the resources of a bank that's on your side. That's People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. They're here for you. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
East Kentucky's first FM, WSGS.
Welcome back, folks. Perry Central looking to close this one out with a 1-run lead over Letcher Central. They lead 4-3. Due up for the Cougars. There's number 5, 6, 7 batters. Andrew Little, Clay Hall, and Dylan Eldridge. Still facing Tanner Perkins. Pitch count may run into a factor right here, Jarrett.
First pitch strike, though, from Perkins on fastball on the outside corner. Unofficially 113 pitches with 120 maximum. You can finish your last batter once you hit 120. So, you know, if I'm Letcher County here, I'm really trying to work these counts deep, especially these first couple hitters. You know, maybe try to throw in the variable of a pitch change to kind of mess with Perry Central at the end of this ball game.
1 ball, 1 strike. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Andrew Little. He reached on an error, grounded out to the pitcher, and walked. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2.
Perkins gives a glance, almost looks like to the scoreboard there, trying to check that pitch count, unofficially at 116 after that ball.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Little. Hammered over towards third. Combs dives for it, makes the catch. Nice play, Connor Combs over at third base.
Wow. Really nice grab. Just, you know, sort of a player there, and he dives at that one. Makes the catch for out number 1. 117 pitches now, and mathematically, Letcher County is assuming that the 117 pitches is correct, even though it's unofficial on the scoreboard here. You know, they can mathematically force a pitching change in this game now.
Clay Hall, the new batter, grounded out, struck out, and walked in his first 3 plate appearances. Here's the pitch from Perkins. Hit hard down to left field, a 1-out single by Clay Hall, put the tying run aboard for the Cougars.
He's not thinking about making a pitching change. He's getting out there being aggressive and hits a hard shot out there into left field. A great piece of hitting from the Cougars.
Dylan Eldridge due up next, the left fielder, grounded out, struck out twice. 0 for 3 on the night is Eldridge. But with a runner on base, the tying run on base, go ahead run at the plate. Things tighten up a little bit right here if you're the Commodores.
Eldridge has been a bunter a little bit in this game. You know, we've seen him try to lay a couple down so far this afternoon. Looks like he's going to meet with Coach McCauley here for a little bit, maybe talk that over just for a second. May see some sort of small ball action here, try to get a runner in scoring position.
Connor Hall coming in as a courtesy runner for Clay Hall over at first. Here's the first pitch swinging, swung on the fielded at shortstop to second, over to first. He could not make the out at first. They did get the lead runner. The Commodores nearly rolled up a perfect 6-4-3 double play, but the throw from second pulled Willis off the bag. So Eldridge will be safe at first, but Clay Hall is out at second for out number 2.
Nice job to get the lead runner, keep him out of scoring position, but man, that was almost a well-drawn-up ending to this one for the Commodores. You know, it would have been a great confidence booster. You turn that 6-4-3 and get out of here with a 1-run win, but they'll have to effort just a little bit more over this game.
Somebody's being asked to leave the facility as one of our umpires has requested services of Captain Ritchie. Field umpire Dirk Flincham over there. Not sure who it is. Doesn't really matter. It's the outcome of the game. Commodore still on top 4-3. 1 out away from closing this one out with Jaden Wright coming to the plate.
Still unofficially 119 pitches for Tanner Perkins, so he's going to get one more batter. Could be the last batter of the game. Maybe just pull off the complete game.
Jaden Wright was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the 6th inning. And the first pitch from Perkins misses outside for ball 1. Wright also flew out to second and walked back in the 2nd and 4th inning respectively. 1 ball, no strikes to Wright. Here's the pitch. Hammered, foul. It's probably going to hit a car over on the Little League field as Wright tattooed that one, but foul, even count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, just saw that one early, I guess. Got way out in front of it. Tattooed it like you said, but hit it almost directly behind him so far in front of that one. But
hard to do.
Hard to do. Takes talent, and he hit it hard. I mean, he really tattooed that ball.
This one in the zone, strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the Commodores 1 out away, 1 strike away from clinching this big 14-3 matchup against the Letcher Central Cougars. Tanner Perkins on the mound. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside. You can hear the moans and the groans from the Commodore faithful. 2 gone, 2 out, 1 on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning.
Probably a ball, but probably too close to take if you're right as well.
Here's the pitch hammered towards short. Gayhart's going to have to field it on 1 hop to throw over to first. Willis gets a nice stop, keeps his foot on the bag, and clinches the win for the Commodores as they come out victorious over the Cougars of Letcher Central, 4-3. And man, what a baseball game, Jerry.
Yeah, really good game, really entertaining game. You know, just both teams kind of making mistakes and giving the other team opportunities. But ultimately, it's Perry County Central with a more consistent approach throughout this game. After that, you know, sort of lapse in the top of the 1st inning, played a pretty complete ball game at the plate. Took some nice approaches out there, did some things on the base pass. Small ball manufacturing a run, took care of business, and ultimately centers around the start turned in from senior Tanner Perkins.
Yeah, nice outing on the mound for Perkins as he gets the complete game victory, 4-3 over Letcher Central. We'll send it back to the station for one more commercial break. We'll come back, wrap this one up after this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
120.
Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky would like to welcome Dr. Ramon Thomas to our team. Dr. Thomas is a board-certified OBGYN with 14 years experience. He will be working in our Hazard location and taking new patients. We will have a full array of services to offer. Call today at 606-439-1300. Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, focusing on your family's health.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and complete pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Perry and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
Little Flower Clinic would like to congratulate our case management team members, Tanner Collins, Susie Steele, and Kendra Cole, for completing the UK Center of Excellence in Rural Health Community Health Worker Training and the Kentucky Department of Public Health Community Health Worker Certification Program. Community health workers promote wellness by helping people adopt healthy behaviors. They implement programs and advocate for people who may have limited access to resources and social services. Little Flower Clinic, we're your medical home in the mountains.
This is the East Kentucky Sports Network on WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field here at Perry County Central. Jeff Campbell and Jared Napier wrapping this one up as Commodores come out on top in a big 14-3 matchup over the Letcher Central Cougars by a score of 4-3. And Jared, just looking over some of these stats, it was sort of a wacky ball game.
Yeah, a little bit wacky. We had that top of the 1st inning that, carried 5 errors, I think, by my count for Perry County Central, but only give up the 2 runs on 0 hits. So kind of kept everything in check, even though the errors kind of got out of proportion there. Able to sustain themselves throughout the game in that bottom of the 4th inning, able to, capitalize on some mistakes of their own, as blown for Letcher Central, who had stayed around the plate, most of this ball game, hit 3 batters in 1 inning, a total of 4 hit by pitches. Able to manufacture those 3 runs, and then a much cleaner game from that point on. Able to pull out a 1-run victory in this 14-3 matchup.
Yeah, big night on the mound. You mentioned before we went on break for Tanner Perkins. This gave up unofficially 3-4 hits, no earned runs, complete game. And the big senior right-hander really had his stuff working for the most part tonight to get the victory.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think, able to locate the fastball probably better early than late in the game, but able to, get his way, around this ball game with the fastball. But really the crown jewel, really the curveball, did a nice job, spun it efficiently, kept it pretty tight. Looked a lot like a fastball, which is something that you really want out of that off-speed pitch. You could really tell that was affecting these Letcher County hitters. Able to take advantage of it and, come away with those 8 strikeouts unofficially in a big game for him to kind of seal the deal for the Commodores.
Yeah, the Commodores doing a little bit of damage at the plate after those 3 consecutive hit batsmen. Noel Wooten come up with a big 2 RBI single, then Jaden Willis with a sacrifice bunt. That accounted for those 3 runs in the fourth, and it was all tied up with 2 outs, and Willis delivers a little dying quail over behind first base for the game-winning RBI to put his team on top for good.
Yeah, kind of a big night for him just as far as plate appearances go. You know, just that approach he's bringing to the plate, able to do a job, get the squeeze down earlier in the game, and then there, you know, kind of that dying quail like you mentioned, but with 2 strikes, able to put the ball in play and, you know, in an area that Letcher Central really vulnerable, and based on the shift that they kind of had to combat him at the time, and able to take advantage of that and come up with the game-winning RBI.
Well, folks, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Once again, the Commodores victorious over the Cougars for Letcher Central that will run their record of 12 and 8. The Commodores move to 19 and 9. And if you don't have anything to do tomorrow night about 6 o'clock, Jared and I will be right back here as Perry Central takes on 13th Region foe Harlan. The game time is expected to be around 6 o'clock. It may be earlier or it may be later, depending on the way some of these baseball games work. But Jared and I will be here to bring you all the action. But if you're free, stop by the ballpark, grab a hot dog, and support these kids. And we definitely appreciate you tuning us in, and all of our sponsors here on the East Kentucky Sports Network. I want to give a big shout-out to Robbie back at the station, always doing a fine job working the controls. And for Jarrett over here providing a lot of color commentary tonight, I sure appreciate you, buddy.
Appreciate you. Always enjoy doing the game with you.
I do the same, and with you. And we'll be back at it again tomorrow as Harlan makes a trip across the mountain to take on the Commodores. But until tomorrow, you folks stay safe and be sure to tune us in right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
From ABC News, I'm Daria Alvinger. Tragedy at a ski area